Massive explosion at Iranian port, 8 dead, 750 injured. What we know. Breaking news. A massive explosion at an Iranian port has left 8 dead and 750 injured. Let's dive into the details. The blast occurred at a key Iranian port, reportedly linked to a missile fuel shipment. Authorities are investigating. Eyewitnesses describe a deafening explosion, followed by panic as flames engulfed the area. Many were caught off guard. Emergency services rushed to the scene, but the scale of the disaster overwhelmed local hospitals. The explosion is believed to have been caused by mishandling of missile fuel, though sabotage hasn't been ruled out. This isn't the first time Iran has faced such incidents. Past explosions have raised questions about safety protocols. International reactions are pouring in, with calls for transparency and aid for the victims. The Iranian government has vowed a thorough investigation, but many fear the truth may be suppressed. Local residents are demanding answers. The port is a critical hub, and this incident could have lasting economic impacts. As the dust settles, the focus turns to the victims and their families. The human cost of this tragedy is immense. Stay tuned for updates on this developing story. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more breaking news coverage. Trump fists Putin. Will the Ukraine war ever end? Former President Trump recently met with Ukrainian leader Zelensky, but his takeaway shocked many. Trump expressed doubts that Putin is willing to end the war. What does this mean for Ukraine? The meeting comes as Ukraine struggles to hold its ground against Russian advances. Trump's comments suggest a grim outlook. Does he know something we don't? Experts weigh in. Is Putin stalling for time? Or is he truly unwilling to negotiate? Meanwhile, Zelensky continues to plead for more Western military aid. Could Trump's stance influence future U.S. policy on Ukraine? Some fear a prolonged conflict, while others hope for a diplomatic breakthrough. One thing's clear. The war's endgame remains uncertain, and the stakes couldn't be higher. Trump's base cheers Wisconsin judge arrest. The rise of mega-A maximalism. A Wisconsin judge's arrest has sparked fierce reactions from Trump's base. But why? The judge, known for rulings against Trump allies, was taken into custody under controversial circumstances. Mega-A supporters celebrated the arrest, calling it long overdue justice. Critics argue this is another example of Trump's influence over the legal system. The arrest has deepened divisions, with liberals calling it a dangerous precedent. Legal experts weigh in. Was this arrest politically motivated? Trump himself hasn't commented directly, but his allies are fueling the fire. This incident highlights the growing mega-A maximalism movement, where loyalty to Trump trumps all. What does this mean for the 2024 election? The stakes just got higher. Will this energize Trump's base or backfire? Only time will tell. Russia vs. Ukraine. The battle for Kursk border region, who's winning? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into the latest updates from the Russia-Ukraine conflict, where Russia claims to have recaptured the Kursk border region, but Ukraine insists the fighting is far from over. The Kursk border region has been a hotly contested area, with both sides claiming victories. But what's the real situation on the ground? Russia's defense ministry announced they've regained control, but Ukrainian officials say their forces are still engaged in heavy fighting. Eyewitness reports suggest intense artillery exchanges and drone strikes, making it hard to verify who truly holds the territory. Analysts say this could be a strategic move by Russia to bolster morale, but Ukraine's resilience is proving tough to break. Local residents describe terrifying nights of shelling, with many fleeing to safer areas. The human cost of this conflict continues to rise. Meanwhile, international reactions are mixed. Some nations urge de-escalation, while others pledge more support to Ukraine. What's next for the Kursk region? Will Russia solidify its hold? Or will Ukraine push back? The world is watching closely. That's all for now. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more updates on this developing story. Stay informed. Pope Francis funeral, Vatican news to broadcast historic event worldwide. The world prepares to say goodbye to Pope Francis as Vatican news announces global coverage of his funeral. Pope Francis, a beloved leader, passed away, leaving millions in mourning across the globe. Vatican News will provide live updates, ensuring no one misses this historic moment. The funeral is expected to draw world leaders, dignitaries, and thousands of faithful to Rome. Pope Francis's legacy of compassion and reform will be remembered during the ceremonies. Special tributes and prayers will be held worldwide, reflecting his global impact. Vatican News will feature exclusive behind-the scenes footage and expert commentary. The funeral mass will be a blend of tradition and the modern touches Pope Francis championed. Fans and followers are encouraged to share their memories and messages online. As we await the funeral details, let's reflect on Pope Francis's teachings of love and unity. Virginia Gifford's mysterious death, unanswered questions, and shocking details. Virginia Gifford, a key figure in the Epstein scandal, has died under mysterious circumstances. What really happened? Gifford was a vocal accuser of Jeffrey Epstein and Prince Andrew, fighting for justice for years. Her death was sudden and unexpected, leaving many to question if foul play was involved. Authorities have remained tight-lipped, fueling speculation and conspiracy theories. Gifford's legal battles exposed powerful figures. Could her death be linked to her accusations? Friends say she feared for her safety, but remained determined to seek justice. The Epstein case is far from over, but with Gifford gone, will the truth ever come out? Her legacy as a survivor and advocate will live on, but the mystery of her death remains. What do you think happened to Virginia Gifford? Share your thoughts in the comments.